I also went and beat Lies of P Overture, the DLC for Lies of P.
How would you say that? How large is it by comparison?
The base game has 11 chapters. The expansion has 5.
So it's like half the game.
It is like 45% the size of Lies of P.
That's a Shadows of the Erdtree scale expansion.
No, it's an Old Hunters scale expansion.
Okay.
If you want to compare Lies of P to something, just skip like 10 steps and just compare it to Bloodborne.
Every time, always, every
time. Bloodborne is its core like inspiration. And the main thing is that it does a lot, and I mean a lot, way better than Bloodborne. Like, it is mechanically and thematically more consistent than Bloodborne. It wasn't first.
It's coming
like if Lies of P was
almost a decade later, I would hope.
Yeah, if Lies of P had come out before Bloodborne, we would be looking at Bloodborne and going, "Wow, we have Lies of P at home, huh?" It is excellent. Like, it is a fantastic game. And
Best
then we get to the what's that?
Best of the Clones.
I would put it, if you were going to ask me, hey, what's the best From Software games, I would put Lies of P into that list.
Okay, all right.
Like, it is like, you can argue as to what Dark Souls games it's better than.
Gotcha.
It is excellent. It is absolutely fantastic. And its DLC is also uniformly excellent. Its DLC is also like extraordinarily similar to the Old Hunters in a lot of very interesting ways, in that it takes place in the past before the events of the game. It recontextualizes huge portions of the game. It has zanier weapons than the base game.
They understood the assignment.
Absolutely. It has a really, really incredible final boss that has a very strange difficulty. The Lies of P's core defensive mechanic is just defending. If you guard, you take a little damage through your guard, and you take stamina damage, but you have like regain like Bloodborne, so you can get your health back if you attack quickly. But if you parry within, I don't know, 10 frames or whatever, there's something hitting you, you'll take no damage, you'll take no stamina damage.
Are those the same button?
Right. Yeah. So you want to parry like Sekiro, basically. Right? The final boss in Lies of P Overture, if I had to compare it to any encounter I've ever fought in any game, I would compare it to Sans. In that the first attack, like, you fight the boss, the very first attack is the strongest. And it's just like, survive this.
Okay.
And if you survive this shit, now we get to have a boss fight.
Oh yeah, okay. I see what you mean. Yeah.
Like the first 10 seconds of the fight is the skill set.
This is it, right? If you can even get there. Yeah, totally. Cool.
And then when you get the boss down to 20%, here it comes again.
Yeah.
And it's like, because there's resources you can burn to force your way through mechanics, but there aren't enough resources to burn to force your way through the same mechanic twice. So you must learn how to do it. You must.
Yeah, I like, that's a fun way to do it, because the traditional way to do it is a bit more like, we won't, no specifics on it, but the super boss in Expedition 33, right, presents you with a challenge, and then a little bit more of a challenge, and then an insurmountable holy fuck.
Then it pulls the table out from under you and kicks you down a pit.
Yeah, right. It just, the escalation goes, you go up, and then what the fuck do you mean, right? And
a lot of bosses in Expedition 33 function on breaking the rules of the battle system.
But a Sans style setup here, where it's just like, die. Okay, you can breathe. And you can barely breathe. Like, you're not out of the woods, but
it's not free. Like, it's not free by any means.
But I'm thinking about that moment where the intro to Megalovania, finishes, and then you're in it and you're like, okay, fuck, these are gonna be the worst, but I can kind of skate by, you know, or you can't tank the full run a second time. I like that. I like that. That's cool. Okay.
Liza P as it is now is fucking incredible. They have updated it in a bunch of ways. Like alongside the DLC came difficulty modes and boss rematching. So when you get in there, you can now rematch any boss you fought.
Nice.
And you can rematch them alongside easy mode, normal mode, new game plus, new game plus plus, and new game plus 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 difficulties.
Okay. Is it like for rewards? Like is it like burning an ascetic?
If you beat the new game, easy, normal. If you beat the new game plus 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 versions of the bosses, you get a handy dandy cute little sticker that you can put on P's bag while you play the rest of the game. And it will show that you really beat up that boss really good.
Good for you. You earned it. Okay.
Yeah, it's a gold star. It is literally a nice sticker for you.
And
because here's the thing: if you beat the bosses on difficulty 5, there's no reward that could ever mean anything to you.
You're doing it. You're fucking Ryu. The victory means nothing. The fight is everything. Is there a Spirit Ash style or summon style system in this game where you can like fight bosses with others to mitigate them thing going on in this game in any way? Are you doing I see that.
No. I'm not trying to avoid saying something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Okay. Is there a system you don't use that is deliberately a difficulty modifier?
There is like a glowing thing next to boss doors that I think uses a currency to summon people.
Okay.
I didn't.
You don't engage with it.
I did not use it.
Okay. There's a system that is there that you have not been using, but it does allow some sort of cooperative.
You can NPC summon. Yes, apparently.
Okay. And that'll drag aggro around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The game's hard as fuck.
I mean, considering you haven't used it, I assume you never have to use it for any plot-based reasons.
There is. If you do use it for no, you never have to use it for plot-based reasons.
Okay.
Though there might be one or two you should.
Mm-hmm.
Like think of Egon and Bale.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Where it's like, I could do this by myself.
Yeah. No, because that's the thing is like, Souls games are obviously this whole living, breathing, dynamic difficulty thing of bringing in other players or bringing in NPCs or bringing in your mimic
No, this is
or
a
whatever.
fucking action game.
Yeah. That's it. But like
this feels more like Sekiro in that response of like, no, you're gonna go in there and you're gonna fight your little puppet ass off.
Mm-hmm. But like, there's that feeling in the Souls games of like, even if you're somebody who's like, no, I want to go in and experience the brunt of these fights, the game is like, yeah, but if you want to push this plot forward, you should bring this buddy with you, and it kind of is like encouraging you to like take.
That happens once. That happens literally once, and it is like unavoidable to know that the game is like telling you to do it.
Okay.
It's very, 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 very obvious. Liza P Overture and Liza P are fucking great. They're fantastic.
I remember early on I think when we were doing Souls 2 or so, and I like first learned about that system, and I thought that the person in the room had to survive the boss fight with you.
Oh, thank God.
And it was like, that is the most obnoxious fucking bullshit design I've ever, like that. I thought it was that insane, Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Can't glaze Lies of P enough. It's excellent. It definitely
not without
fits
some varnish on that wood.
Yeah. Well, it's more like ceramic.
It creates a nice.
The puppets are more like ceramic.
Okay, but it creates a nice glaze nonetheless. That is the kind of finish you want.